name's Carson. This is my mom, Dawn. I grew up here in Indianapolis, Indiana. I grew up playing sports, very active, very social in school. When I was younger, I played all the sports. I played football, baseball, basketball, and if I wasn't officially playing another sport, I was playing it out in the street. I had lots of friends, very social. Yeah, I would say the summer before freshman year of high school is when I started smoking weed. And I think looking back, it kind of sprung on me really fast. I think prior to that, I always said, and which I think a lot of people can resonate with, like, I never smoke weed, I never do drugs, drink alcohol, like I'm an athlete, like wouldn't do that. And so looking back, it really sprung onto me really quickly. I don't think I ever really took the chance to comprehend, my actions and what I was doing. And I think starting out with smoking weed, I think it was more of like that, okay, I'm in high school now, I'm growing up, this seems to be the thing that, teenagers are doing. And so I think I just followed in line with it. It wasn't until I received education and information about addiction and mental health that I really came to terms with that myself. I would say it was well into the late years of my substance abuse, and after I'd gotten pretty deep into it throughout the years of high school, probably around junior year is when I really kind of came to terms with, like, all right, this is what I'm searching for. When I use this, I feel like a better me. Mm-hmm. And I think that's something that over the years of using and taking substances, I think I had slowly began that dependency on using drugs and alcohol to feel normal.
So I think we need, what I've learned is we need to be more preventative so we don't end up here.
Yeah.
So though this is a hopeful blessing, that has come of all this, because he has survived his overdose, not without consequences. He wears hearing aids now because of the overdose. It did have hearing loss. And at first he had heart issues, which is really, really hard for an athlete, but because he was an athlete, his heart recovered, so he's okay there. I'd say, and I can't say, oh, well, talk to your kids, be aware of what's going on, because he kept it inside.
Sure.
I couldn't tell by his emotions or even his actions, except for being cranky sometimes.
Yeah.
What was going on inside of him.
I don't think I've ever thought about it that way, but I definitely would say I correlate with that and I resonate with that, because I think, and I think that's like the mountain climbing metaphor that I use. I think it's very similar with football. Like out on the football field, like it's hard work, but you win the game on Saturday or Friday or whatever. It pays off, and I think it directly, that determination and that passion for something, or that want, I think it does pay off, but you have to work for it, and I think that does directly correlate with sports. And like maybe with like addiction or with recovery with your mental health, depression, whatever it is, I think maybe you don't have a game every week that like you can be like, all right, it paid off. Maybe you might have to work a little bit harder and a little bit longer for this, but truly with the work, it does pay off. I often go up the mountain and I'm just like, all right, I'm getting to the top. It looks like a storm's coming in. Like, how are we gonna get down? Well, I'm not gonna worry about that until I'm on my way down. And so just keeping straight ahead and keeping going until like that whatever it is thrown at you, and then you face it as it comes, instead of like living your life in fear. And I think it's okay to have a right balance of fear. I think it's okay to be, you know, there is a fine line of fear, and like you need to fear something enough to be able to, you know when the risk is too much, but also don't have as much fear to not like take you out of the present. And you know, if you always fear in the future, then you're going to be living in the future. If you're always dreading the past, you're going to be living in the past. And so working to stay present and dealing with what comes when it comes is something that I am sober. Okay. I've been sober for 2 years.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah.